Our next guest believes that companies are actually starting to hire again. He's the chief executive of private equity firm Hamilton Bradshaw, and probably know him better from the BBC's Dragon's Den. James Caan is with me in the studio. James, what are these green shoots you're seeing as far as the employment picture goes then?
I mean, Rish, we've got... we have nearly 17 recruitment companies, and we track the data on a regular basis, and I'm seeing that we are now seeing the trend slightly changing. We're seeing more vacancies being registered. A number of the actual recruitment companies we own are starting to see some very positive returns, and we are certainly placing more people in jobs right now than we have done for nearly a year. So, you know, pretty positive signs.
You know, where are these jobs being created? What sort of class of jobs are they?
We're seeing clearly quite a lot in the government sector. We do a lot of work with local authorities, so we are seeing quite a...
And that's the part of the economy when after the election is everybody's saying is going to have jobs slashed in it.
Well, they say that, but right now we're not in that position. And certainly if I look at the data that we are seeing on actual jobs being filled, the government sector, I think is still fairly strong. I think we're seeing quite a lot in healthcare right now. You know, we're seeing leisure being quite profitable at the moment. So actually, across the board, it's certainly a lot stronger than it has been for quite some time. Right.
OK, you're here, though, to push your Academy for Entrepreneurs. Well, tell us about that.
I mean, basically, what I've done, if you notice, in the last survey I saw in the Sunday Times, there's something like 130,000 businesses that are predicted to fail this year. Bankruptcies are all-time high. And Dun & Bradstreet did a survey recently which was talking about why businesses tend to fail, and a lot of it is because I think entrepreneurs, certainly young entrepreneurs running businesses today, have never experienced a recession before. You know, we've seen an economic boom over a 10-year period, which tells me that a lot of entrepreneurs only know it when it's good. So if they're now facing a challenge that they don't understand how to deal with, my idea was to create something that helps, that guides, that trains...
So mentoring, essentially.
Mentoring, training and practical business advice on showing entrepreneurs how to deal with the current economic climate and making them better and more resourceful in the current economic climate.
What's in it for you, James?
We're going to charge them a fee.
You might.
Clearly. So the idea is to actually create an academy so that entrepreneurs can go through a process where they get trained, they get developed, and they get taught how to run successful businesses. And clearly, it's using the James Caan formula.
Which is?
Well, it's how to be successful, how to be prosperous, and how to get it right, how to make the right decisions at the right time.
You know, many people have talked about rebalancing the UK economy as well, and more entrepreneurship and small and medium-sized enterprises needed to be given more money and given capital to grow. Can they really help Britain out of the mire that we're in?
I think they can, because I do believe that for the UK economy, I think it is the SME sector that's going to take us out of recession. But I believe it's not just about money, it's about expertise, it's about know-how. If you don't teach people how to do it properly, then what you're doing is you're encouraging them to fail. And right now, the economic environment is very different to how it's been in the past. So the question is, if you give them capital and expertise, that sounds like a far more compelling proposition than just having money and money alone. OK,
of course, you're best known for TV's Dragon's Den. Do you think that that programme has changed the mindset of the general population when it comes to taking risks and going into business?
I think it has, because what Dragon's Den, I think, portrays is the ability that the man in the street, if he has a great business idea, that he too can be successful. I think there are more people starting businesses today as a result of Dragon's Den, because there is that kind of aspiration. You look at Levi Roots, who comes up with a spicy sauce. You know, he sold over 1 million bottles last year.
Quickly, last time you were on, Pet Treadmill was the best-selling thing that you invested in.
And listen, Rich, can I say, firstly, thank you for your order. I'm delighted that you too now have a dog treadmill.
Thank you very much indeed.
Cheers.
And thanks for, you know, charging me over the odds as well.
Well, listen, I've got to make a margin somehow.
Yeah, you'll get your bit, don't you worry, James. James Caan there from Hamilton Bradshaw.